Oh my goodness. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. If you are new around here, then hi, I'm Robin. I create art inspired by the English countryside. I share lots of stuff about my dogs and do vlogs and yeah, just to basically do all things grandma coded. So if that sounds like a bit of you, then definitely hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here. But today, Hugo, do you want to get down? Because I've got stuff to do. We've got stuff to show the people. So today I'm going to do an art supplies haul. I absolutely love watching these because I like seeing what people generally get to create their artwork, and yeah, I just love buying stuff. No, I'm trying to be good, but I have picked up a few things that were essential and maybe some things that weren't as essential. But let's just go through them together. I thought we could just open them together. I actually haven't opened any of this as well, so thought we could do that together. And first off, I did a Jackson's Art haul. If you've ever been on Jackson's Art, I don't know if it's worldwide or a UK business, but I'm a big fan of Jackson's Art. It's probably my main place I buy most of my art materials. They have such a good selection on there. Their delivery is really, really quick and it's always packaged so well. They just have the best selection ever, so really recommend. I'll leave a link in the description below if you've never used them. And they run really good sales as well. I definitely recommend using their email subscription. And that's coming from me who hates email subscriptions with a passion. I absolutely hate getting something come through. But their ones are actually really, really good. And I get some really good deals through it. So I'll do what I do as well. My mum actually signed up because she got me a birthday present from there. She bought me some Caran pencils, which was really lovely. And yeah, she signed up, so now she just sends me all the good ones. So yeah, really recommend doing that. Maybe they send some that aren't as good, but from memory, I feel like they do. But anyway, so I didn't pick up too much from there, just a few bits. But let's start with pencils. So, pencils. I actually haven't opened these yet, and I think these are the pencils in here. Sorry, I thought I'd quickly zoom you in a bit so you can actually see what I'm showing you. But first up is pencils. Like I said, they package things so well. So I don't know if you've ever bought pencils from Amazon, but they often come in those cardboard sleeves that they send things in, and it's literally just one loose pencil in the bottom, and I just think basically pointless by this point because the lead's going to be completely obliterated. But so they come like this. Oh, didn't realise they'd have this. They have packing peanuts that are now going everywhere that I'm sure Hugo will take, and then they're in there. So really lovely packaged and sort of done like that. So a big reason I love Jackson's Art is they do really good collaborations. One of their most recent ones that I love is with Bonnie Snowden. If you don't know who she is, I'm sure if you're watching this video you probably do. But she is a coloured pencil artist on YouTube. I feel like she's one of the OGs in this space. She's absolutely incredible. Does kind of animals and people and all sorts. Now I think she's running lots of academies and things like that. So absolutely smashing it. But her videos and herself, she basically introduced me to these pencils. Sorry, dogs come in. You're going to hear the feet. I'm probably going to knock the camera over. Up on the sofa. Go on, up there. Up there. I feel like when you're in the coloured pencil space, there's two main sort of brands and types that everybody and their mum talks about, which is Faber-Castell, Polychromos, and Caran Luminance. And I guess actually if you're based in America, the Prismacolor are really popular too, but you don't really get those here. But watching Bonnie's videos, she mentioned the Caran Pablos. Now I hadn't really heard of these before. I feel like every time I looked at Caran pencils, I just bought the Luminance and went about my day. However, let me just open this quickly. Bonnie mentioned, oh no, ignore me. I thought they were in the collection then, but they're not. These are separate, so I will get those out. So Bonnie mentioned these pencils, Caran Pablos. I am obsessed with these pencils. There is no coloured pencil line like it, in my opinion, that I've tried, that has such natural world-like colours. So you can find these colours in the world is basically what I'm saying. They sharpen to such a lovely point. They're a nice size. I hate so many coloured pencils at the minute. So like thick. I like a thin pencil. And yeah, you'd be surprised. So for example, this colour here looks quite like bright orange. What's it called? Apricot. I've already got one of these. You will use this so often without realising. Like, it really is incredible, these colours. This was the Bonnie Snowden collection of Pablos. Basically, she put together the main Pablos that she would use that come up in kind of pet portraits or things like that. So yeah, I picked these up. I don't know how many, I think it's 15. 15, yeah. So really, really chuffed with those. They've all arrived lovely. I really like the look of this cream. These are really, really good for base layers in my opinion. Sorry if you can hear that whistling noise in the background. It's Hector. He's crying. He wants a cuddle. You'll have one when we're done, okay? I'll give you the biggest cuddle ever. I will. If you just sleep for the minute. Yeah, like your brother. Yeah. Dobermans are ridiculous. Like, they're supposed to be these big guard dogs. They're the most Velcro dog you will ever get in your life. And they do this. The Dobie whine. It's equally so cute and so annoying. But yes, as I was saying, these are brilliant for base layers. However, they're nowhere near as creamy as the luminants. So I wouldn't use them for those like later layers. But they're absolutely brilliant, really, really love, and 10 out of 10 recommend. Actually, before I put them away, my favourite colours in this set are the brownish beige, and I use cocoa, and I use light beige. Is that it? Light grey. Oh, okay. So brownish beige, cocoa, and light grey I use all the time. So really, really recommend these three. Next up, sticking with the Caran theme, we have the Museum Aquarelle Caran watercolour pencils. So I've picked up 2 of these because I literally get through these like nothing else. So these are watercolour pencils. I don't use watercolour pencils in the traditional sense. However, I think it might have been, again, name dropping another amazing artist, Bethany Vare. She recommended these as a highlight on like an eye. I think it was something I was watching. And I thought, oh, I don't know, that seems weird because so many people use the sort of gel pens and I don't love the look of a gel pen. I have used them on multiple times, so don't call me a hypocrite if you see me use them. But it's not my favourite effect ever, whereas these just dunk the tip in a bit of water, sort of, I was going to rub it on my hand, not rub it on my hand, rub it on a bit of separate paper. You can get the sharpest point ever, looks really natural. And actually, without using water as well, it's the best white pencil you'll ever use. So you can just use it as is on your artwork. It's brilliant. The colour payoff is incredible and obsessed. So whenever I'm doing a Jackson's Art order, I always throw in a couple of these. I only added 2 this time. Probably should have added more, but that's that. Next up for pencils. I don't know what this is. What did I order? Open it like a bear at a picnic. Ah! I ordered the... I never know how you pronounce this. This just reminds me of school, this brand. Like, I swear everybody had one of those, like, as a rubber in their pencil case. But these are the Mars Lumograph graphite pencils. These are so, so good. And I swear they're really inexpensive. I can't remember how much they were, but I feel like these are under a tenner. Maybe wrong, but they're definitely under £20. I'll leave, again, links to everything below. And I've tried so many expensive graphite pencils. I've tried just loads of different brands. I often go to the Derwent. They are brilliant, but quite pricey. But these, cheap as chips, great colour payoff. I think these only go to an 8B, but the 8B is so, so dark. And yeah, always been obsessed with these. So again, I like to pick these up. I get through them so, so quickly. I don't really do that much graphite. And I was on the website and I saw them and I thought, oh, I really want to get back into doing more graphite drawing because I find it so cathartic not thinking about colour theory or colours. So yeah, picked those up. And then finally from Jackson's Art, I got, don't know if you can see that. I'm very excited about this. Let me get it out of the box. Ta-da! It looks really ugly. So, if you don't know, this is the, I never know how you pronounce it. I'm guessing it's Etchr, but correct me if I'm wrong. The Perfect Sketchbook. Now, do you know what? I'm going to actually cut into this. Where's my slice tool? Actually, ignore the sellotape. Actually using my slice tool for what it's intended for, which is opening packages rather than on coloured pencil like I normally do. Hector, away! So these sketchbooks come highly, highly recommended. I'm not a massive sketchbook person. I do use one, obviously, for drafting and stuff, but sometimes I end up just using scrap pieces of paper of the final piece paper that I'm going to use because I like seeing how it looks on there, trying different papers, etc. And I always find sketchbooks paper is just naff so it doesn't make me want to use one. I did a bit of Googling, did a bit of research, and looked up basically some of the best sketchbooks for paper that I like. So I like thick cotton paper, hot pressed or cold pressed, I'm really not that fussed. And yeah, this is the ugliest colour ever. Like, it looks like the moleskin ones, but obviously the moleskin ones are literally useless to draw in. They're more just for if you do bullet journaling and stuff like that. But let's open the paper and see, shall we? Ooh, I'm basically showing you paper, like what is that showing you? But it is gorgeous. So it's 300 GSM, so it's really lovely and thick. And the whole purpose of this, I don't know if it's going to be true or not, it's supposed to lie completely flat like this, because I hate where they sort of don't. But I mean, I think when you sort of hold it down a bit, I don't know. But what I love as well is they're all hand torn. I don't know if you're going to see this. Can you see? Let me have a look. There you go. They're all hand torn, like deckled edges. Yeah, it's got the string in the middle. So yeah, the quality is unbelievable. Really, really chuffed. So obviously I will keep you updated with how I'm finding it. But yes, I would hope the quality is quite good, because it's definitely the most I've ever spent on a sketchbook. This is the A5 size, which I think is perfect for a little sketchbook. But this was £50, so it is an investment. I understand that. So I'm hoping it's good. I'll keep you updated. I think my next video, or maybe the one after actually, is going to be start a new sketchbook with me. So we will test it out in that. But beautiful, love it. I just wish it was a nicer colour. I don't know if you could buy different colours or not. I didn't check. Hey ho, it's not the end of the world, is it? So that's everything from Jackson's Art. I then also did a few Amazon purchases, as it's just got to be done, isn't it? So, sorry, just closing this. I got from Amazon, I showed these already, but as I literally got them last week, I thought I'd include it. The Ohuhu markers. So I got the brush and fine. So if you are on the market for markers, you want to look at what end you are after. So for me, I personally use them for obviously my art and like pen work and things like that. So I really like the brush and the fine nib. So let me get one out and I will show you. So this is the brush end, like that. Ooh. And then this is the fine end. I don't particularly use the fine ends kind of ever. I always use the brush ends. So if I then ordered by accident the chisel tip and it will come with the fine tip, that's just not something I'm in the market for as much, but obviously some people may. And then yeah, this is the colours I got. I got the Pastel collection. And I'm honestly, so I actually have tried these, so I can speak about these. So impressed. For the price as well. Again, I can't fully remember, but I don't remember them being very expensive. The colour payoff, the blendability, just everything is just so wonderful. So it comes with these, so you can see the colours. I filled this out, which I love. And then it also comes with a little, I haven't seen this, a little book. Oh, which tells you how to use all of them. So if you'd like to know how to use them, then this is for you. And also, which I saw again just a minute ago, I hadn't noticed this before, if you are drawing on thin paper, it gives you this to put underneath so you're not going to stain anything else, which I think is pretty incredible, to be honest. For the price, all of this included as well. So 10 out of 10. So I highly recommend the Ohuhu markers. They have been, I see them on a lot of people's YouTube channels, so I feel like they send them to quite a few people. But really keen to try the other colours now, because yeah, just have the pastel, which isn't enough for doing all your art, obviously, depending on what you want to do. But yeah, really chuffed with those. Then next up from Amazon, again, I just quickly opened these. Let me pop it back. I picked up the Sakura Pigma Micron Fineliners. If you do any fine liner work, or I guess just writing, or what is it called, like mechanical drawings or anything like that, these are brilliant. So I've got the, how many are there? 10. And how many are there? Quote that. This set goes down to 003 and up to 12. Which means there's a really good range. Oh, why can't I get these out? I hate these little plastic things. Here you go. You're right making pitter-patter noises, aren't you? Oh my gosh, get out! Here we go. So, I don't even know if you'll see this. It's so small. I don't know if it will focus. Look at that. It is tiny. Is it focusing? A bit too close. Maybe. And then, let me show you the big ones so you can see the range. And they're just brilliant. I use these a lot as well. I really like them just writing in your bullet journal. So this is the 12. Big juicy boy, look at that difference in contrast. So really wonderful pens. Again, no memory on what they cost, but they're not very expensive for what you get. And they last a long time as well from memory. Some Fineliners, I feel like you use them once and then they've completely run out of ink. So recommend. It's gone so dark suddenly. Oh, and the dogs are coming. No zoomies. Let me just do these final things. And finally, I've got two things I'm going to rush through because it looks like my camera's going to die and these dogs are testing me. So I picked up, he's just run off with my Amazon packaging. Actually, there's nothing in there, is there? No, I don't think so. A tiny, I like literally have never seen something so cute in my life. Fabriano Artistico, extra white, 100% cotton, hot pressed paper. So actually that's a good point. So the Etchr is cold pressed, which means there's generally a bit more indentation on it. Whereas this is smooth paper. Loads and loads and loads of people use this paper. God, take a shot every time I say paper, you will be. There is a reason for it, in my opinion. I just love it. I personally, and I haven't heard anyone else say this, so I don't know if I'm wrong. I do not like the 600 GSM, the 600 GSM version of this paper, which is obviously the more expensive, better paper. I have used it. I've got it upstairs. I bought actually from Jackson's Art huge sheets of it, which I really regret buying actually because storing them is a nightmare. I think if you get if you're doing big drawings, big commissions, then it's fine, it's really good. But I do a lot of like little illustrations, as you know, so it's not the best for that. I feel like if I'm doing a tiny, like the badger, I did it on this paper actually, the 600 GSM, and I just didn't get on with it very well. When I'm doing the eye, which is obviously tiny, and I'm trying to get a lot of detail into that, I end up actually sometimes removing some of the paper, like, and that is one of, if you've ever done that as an artist, the most frustrating thing you can ever do. So yeah, not as much of a big fan of that. Absolutely love the, is this 300 GSM? Yeah, version. And I bought it in the small because, like I said, I mainly do small illustrations anyway, and I've got a big one upstairs. So I thought, why not? I also apologise so much for the background noise in this video. I definitely should have got my mic on and kicked the dogs in the garden, but we can't do that to my baby. But finally, so we can all go about our day. I'm also roasting in this jumper. Why on earth I'm wearing a jumper in 25-degree heat? I do not know. I picked up another one of these. I actually have this already, and I usually buy refills. But I thought it was quite handy just having another, to be honest. So this is the Tombow Mono Eraser. Guys, it's completely typical. I'm just about to finish filming and they've both settled. But that's life. So this is, as I said, the Tombow Mono Eraser. It is just a great little eraser, to be honest. I've got many pencil ones that I kind of prefer actually sometimes. But what I do like about this one is it's so sharp. Yes, it's blunt, if that makes sense. But you can use it on the edge. You can do really fine little erasing. And I use it a lot for the graphite, and because I bought the graphite pencils, I thought, why not get a new one of those? So that's everything I've ordered recently for art bits and bobs. I do have some plans to buy a few other bits coming up, so I'm sure there'll be a part 2 of this in the not so distant future. But thank you so much for watching. Oh gosh, someone's walked past the house. How dare they, hey? How dare they walk past our house? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will leave links to absolutely everything below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will show you sort of me using them in the coming videos, especially the sketchbook and the pencils. They'll be used pretty ASAP. So thank you so much. Hope it hasn't been, oh, not you, not thank you to you. You two have been stressful. Hope it hasn't been too annoying to listen to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!